Namaste. It's 9 o'clock. Sarvesh Agarwal, come on to video or speak out. Sarvesh
Yes,
Agarwal.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What are the different set of problems we have done so far?
We have done permutations and combinations.
Yeah, enough. Vikas Reddy. Vikas Reddy. Mahati. Mahati, what did we do so far?
Sir, we did problems regarding spend time.
Yeah.
And we also did different types of logical problems.
Yeah. Billakandi Sai Teja.
Manpower.
Enough, beta. Sai Teja. Sai Pranit.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Sai Pranit.
Sir,
What did we do?
sir, we did permutations, combinations, and some problems on probability also.
Uh,
And you said some logical questions like digital sum, like that.
okay. Nishita Patel.
Good morning, sir.
Anything we left now in the syllabus? Have you seen the syllabus?
Yes, sir.
What is left now? What is to be done? Did you get the handouts of business communication or CTC?
Sir, we got handled for CTC, sir. We got only economics and BCS and that's much in the sir.
Okay, in the BCS, what is
Excuse
the
me,
syllabus? Yeah, tell me.
We have not got the entire detail of our course handout, sir.
But-
we got the overall handout, sir, where the syllabus is mentioned about some portions of communication skills and permutations, combinations, probabilities, sir.
And in the business communication,
Sir, I'm
probably?
reading out, sir. 1 second, sir. There was so many topics, sir. I have took the screenshot. I just have it. 1 second, sir.
What does the syllabus say?
Yes, sir. For BCS or CTC, sir?
Anything?
Okay, sir. For BCS, na sir, we have from the English portion I am removing, sir. It contains the interactive grammar and sounds of English.
Yeah, that too.
But language laboratory interactive have jam sessions, ranking, shrinking story, disparate decision making, listening for specifics, pronunciation practice, and for the quantitative aptitude we have permutations, combinations, and probabilities, sir.
Permutation, combination, and probability. So permutation, combination we have already done.
Done, yes, sir.
But there is small portion that is circular permutation.
Yes, sir.
So today we will do circular permutations.
Yes, sir.
See, when you have normal permutation or combination, we presume that things are arranged in an array, in a line. So if we have two members A and B, if you ask how do they arrange, you can put A B and B A also. But the problem looks different when you have to arrange them in a circle around a table. Actually, there are two people you cannot make a circle. Only 3 points can make a circle. So normally the circular problem is not worth discussing when there are less than 3 people. But logically, to understand, we can look at 2 people are sitting across a table. A and B. Is there a possibility that other than A sitting across B or A sitting beside B, can we have any other combination possible? Like B sitting beside A or A sitting beside B, both are same, right?
Yes, sir.
If there are only 2 people, will I be able to say A is left side of me or right side of me? Is there anything called left side or right side? There are only 2 people.
No, sir.
No, sir.
So, if there are 2 people A and B in a circular combination, how many ways of arrangements are possible?
1.
Only one. You understood? These are all logical, actually highly logical. Now let us look at 3 people, not 2. So in a linear combination, 2 people are there. You can arrange them in 2 different ways, AB and BA. But once it comes into circular permutation, there is only one method. There is nothing called left side or right side. There is nothing called A before B or B before A. Nothing is possible. No separation, no distinction, no differences. No distinct 2 ways are not possible. Only one. But when there are 3 people, you must draw a circle and then put 3 people around it. I told you I will not show you PowerPoint knowingly because it is you to draw. If I show, you may not draw. I want you to draw and then see, oh, this is how it is. And if you are not able to get it, you could ask me. Suppose 3 people are sitting. How many different ways you can make them to sit?
2.
Now left of A there can be B, right of A there can be C. So there is one method. The other method is the left of A there can be C, the right of A there can be B. I can interchange B and C in 2 ways. But A is fixed. One member is fixed. The second person can be interchanged in 2 ways. So we must look at one of the party is fixed, one of the item is fixed. The other 2 items are put in linear combination. B and C or C and B can be interchanged. So one is at one side, B is here, C is here, or B can be here, C can be here. So they can be interchanged. Therefore, 2 different methods are possible. Now if I put one condition that always B must be sitting on the left side of A. B is always sitting the left side of A. Then how many are possible?
1.
Because now if I say B is sitting left side of A and B can be considered as a one unit, one entity. The 2 chairs tied together. and one seat is for A, the next seat is for B on the left side. You cannot change them. So there is no other way. So it is as good as not 3 members, as good as 2 members. One is clubbed to the other one. So this is the basic difference. Otherwise, the combination, permutation problems are almost the same, except that instead of n factorial, you have n minus 1 factorial. You can take one more example and then look at it. Maybe 3 members, 4 members. I want all of you to realize this. Put 3 members now, it's over. Now put 4 members. 4 to be seated. How many different ways you can make them to sit? Understand, when you have a circular sitting position, to decide who is sitting where, the first person can be fixed always. So that means one of the person has no option. He is fixed. The rest of the people are only moving. That's how it is to be considered. You check A, B, C, D. There are 4 people. How many different ways they can be made to sit around a round table?
6.
How many different ways they can be put into sit in around a table? Some people have confusion that A can be put.
3 into 2 into.
Yeah. Some people may have a confusion that A can sit on this side of the chair or the other side. So there are 4 possibilities for A to sit. Unless you fix one person, whether he is sitting around the table wherever you are, you can always remove the whole or revolve the whole system. There is nothing called left, right, north, south. East, west is not there in the world. It's only relative. It's only relative. Somebody cannot say there is a north. There is nothing called north. Because when you go towards north or go cross that north, the north will become south. So it's all relative. If you understand this concept, this problem will become very simple. So when you have 4 people, what you should do is you must fix one of them, so that the rest of the people can go related to them. So assume you fix A, then B, C, D, the linear combination, that is 3. So 3 factorial. So if there are 4 people, it is 3 factorial. There are 3 people, it's 2 factorial. People or object, doesn't matter. So it's always n minus 1 factorial. The problem is very simple. If there are 6 people to be arranged around a circle, how many ways it is possible?
5 factorial.
5 factorial ways. That means 5 into 4 into 3 into, yeah, that's how it is. When it is arranged in a row, it is n factorial. Arranged in circle, it is I think Sarvesh should mute always because his sound is. Now, when I say on the left side or right side, if I put some restrictions, then things will become different. Or if I say they have to be sit in a specific order based on their age, height, weight, some criteria if I put, maybe if there are 7 people come in different 7 colors Vibgyor, and I tell them they have to be arranged in a Vibgyor order. Or if there are 2 sets of people with 2 different colors of dresses, 8 people, 4 people with red and 4 people with blue. No 2 blue should come together. or maybe there are 4 girls and 4 boys, say that no 2 girls should sit beside, then you are restricting. When you keep restrictions, you must become slightly more careful. Now I will put restrictions. If A, B, C, D are to be made to sit in A, B, C, D, that's the order given. That means A and B and C and D are not equal, they are all different. Each one has got a name. And that's a sequence in which that can be height or weight or color or anything. So A, B, C, D. And they must sit in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. If I specify the direction, then how many ways it is possible?
1.
One way, sir.
Just look at it very carefully. See, if there are no restrictions, it becomes how many ways?
Sir, 3 factors.
Yeah, if there are 4 people, I don't have any restrictions, it become
3 factors.
3 factorial. But the time I put a condition that they have to be in a very specific order, clockwise, anti-clockwise, I want each one of you to understand. It is very simple, but this is what is real. The problem when I specify, how are you going to grasp it?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Can you please repeat it again, sir? My network issue was there.
There
I
are
wasn't
4
able to
people,
hear you, sir.
A, B, C, D. If they have to be put around a table, 3 factorial is the possibility. N minus 1 factorial. Now I am putting a restriction that A, B, C, D has to be in the same order. When I take either clockwise or anti-clockwise, they have to be in same order. I am putting a restriction either in clockwise or in anti-clockwise. It should come A, B, C, D. So how many ways I can post them?
1.
I said either clockwise or anti-clockwise, they has to be in the same order. I said either clockwise or anti-clockwise, they have to be in the same order. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Listen to the words.
Because
That is what is.
one way is clockwise direction and another one
See,
is.
I myself gave the answer, but what is happening to you is you fixed to the answer and you are not able to listen to me, or you are not concentrating.
Sorry.
When I say it is clockwise, there is one. Anti-clockwise, there is another one. So what did I say? Either clockwise or anti-clockwise. So when I say or, 1 plus 1, 2 options have to be added. The sequence, see, when you sort any item in the Excel sheet, how many ways you can sort? Don't say 1, there are 2 ways. Either decreasing order or increasing order. Correct? So sometime what happens to the questions what is asked, or what is logic? Logic is looking at each word by word. Check. Very carefully read. That is what is essential. Suppose there are 6 people, you can, in circular order, you can place them into normally, no conditions, 5 factorial ways. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now,
120 ways.
yeah, 120 ways. Now I will put some restrictions. There are 3 girls and 3 boys. How many ways they can be put in such a fashion no 2 girls will sit together? or no two boys will sit together. Both are same.
Sir, 4. Sir, I got 4.
Check.
So such that no two boys or two girls, sir.
Both are same because it doesn't make any difference.
No, sir. मतलब girls can also not sit together. Boys also cannot, no, sir.
See, you have number of girls and boys 3, right?
Yes, sir.
You try. Don't ask me. You can try all
The
methods.
condition in the question, sir.
I said either two boys should not sit together or two girls should not sit together.
Two, sir.
Check, 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 check. There is no other condition, that it only says that one has to be a girl, another has to be a boy. That's it. I don't say that the color of the dress or the age or nothing is important. My condition is one has to be a girl, another has to be a boy, another has to be a girl, another has to be a boy. Like that only they should sit.
Sir, 3,
Sir,
sir.
it might be 1. 3, there will be only one way.
2 ways, sir.
Two ways, sir.
See, I clearly said, suppose I will tell you.
Where is the answer?
Eh?
4.
Okay, I'll tell you, I have got two colors of balls. One is red color, one is blue color. I want to place them, three different, 3 red color balls and 3 blue color balls. Total 6 balls. I must place them around a circle such that after one red, blue should come. After that, one red should come. That's how it is to be. No two red balls can come together. No two blue balls can come together. How many different ways I can arrange them?
1.
See, all of you are giving different answers. That is why I am saying you are not thinking. It's such a simple problem.
Sir, total 6 members, sir. 3 boys and 3
Yeah.
girls, right?
3 girls or 3 boys or 3 red balls or 3 blue balls. That's why I said it doesn't make any difference.
3 factorial and 3 factorial and 2 factorial.
Now, between you, there are a lot of different answers coming. You justify each other. I am only going to watch. How are you going to justify your answers? I got many answers. 3 factorial into 2 factorial. You can imagine. 3 factorial is how much? 6 into 2 factorial is 2. So 12 number of ways. Somebody else says there is only 1. So minimum answer which I got is 1. Maximum I got a 12. Between you, you decide which is correct.
They have to set alternately, but they can start by first girls or first boys. And also, even in themselves, it is first one has 3 options, second one has 2 options, so it's 3 factorial. And since there are 2 ways to start, it is 2 factorial. That is my.
Yeah, somebody else gave some other answer. You justify. See, mathematics, I told you in the beginning itself, mathematics can be learned not from the teachers. That is what is to be internalized by yourself. Acharyat padamadate. 1/4 can be learned from the teachers. No, it is not true for mathematics. 1/8 only can be learned by yourself from the teachers. And then the half to be learned from the student themselves. Any other subject, 1/4 can be learned from the student by students themselves. But here it's not possible. So what is to be done is you have to learn 1/8 from the Acharya, half you have to internalize yourself. Then through discussions, maybe 1/4 you can gain. If you don't internalize, you cannot discuss. I told very clearly, 3 girls, 3 boys. No distinction between a girl to a girl, boy to a boy.
So naturally, we have to arrange them in alternative ways.
Alternate way. So you tell me how many ways you can arrange them.
It's going to be like one girl, one boy, one girl, one boy. So we'll have only one way to arrange it like that. Either
But-
it should be like 2 girls, 2 boys, or it should be 3 girls and 3 boys. So now we have the condition it should be alternatively.
Yeah.
So it should be like 1, 1. So I feel it's 1.
But somebody says there is 12 different ways.
The answer is 4, sir.
Eh?
The answer is 4, according to me.
Answer is 4.
Please explain Tejasvi.
Yeah, Tejasvi explain.
Firstly, 3 boys, ignore the girls. There are 3 boys. You can arrange them alternately first in 3 minus 1 factorial way. That is 2. And then the remaining 3 places can be occupied by girls in 3 minus 1 factorial way. That is 2 again. So 2 into 2 is 4, sir. So that is my answer.
See, Tejasini, I told that 3 girls or 3 boys, 3 red balls or 3 blue balls, they don't have any identity, I said.
So the 3 guys cannot be considered as one thing, no, sir. They are different, right?
See, as far as I am concerned, there is a girl, that's it.
One girl.
See, there are 3 girls, that's it. They don't have an individuality. Is it possible to
So
think?
it will be 1, sir.
No, in a permutation problem or a combination problem, is it circular combination or circular permutation? We are learning.
Circular permutation.
So, what is the difference between when I say that there is no individuality? Does it make any sense?
No. No, sir.
So, what should be done? They, even though the color is same, even though it's a girl or a boy, when they say it is only a class, you have to distinctly identify them. That is must. When I say A, B, C, D are distinct. They are not combination. They are distinct. They have a difference. Therefore, it is permutation. That's why in circular, we don't talk about combination. We only talk about permutation. There is no circular combination. Understood? So, each one of them have got individuality. Even if I say it is 3 girls or 3 boys, I want you to get this into your brain. 3 boys or 3 girls, don't tell any boy is same, any girl is same. It's not true. Okay, so tell me the answer now. Explain, Tejasvi.
So 4 is the answer, sir.
Yeah, tell how.
So 3 boys can be arranged alternately in 3 minus 1 factorial ways because they are sitting around a table. Similarly, girls can be arranged in 3 minus 1 factorial ways.
Yeah,
That
is
is
it?
2 into 2 is equal to 4.
Yeah, is it so it becomes 2 into 2 or? Now assume 3 people are made to sit between A1 and A2. Suppose A1, A2, A3 are the 3 boys. Are you writing A1, A2, A3 around the table? Now between A1 and A2, how many ways B1 can be pushed, B2 can be placed, B3 can be placed, right?
They can be arranged in 2 ways.
Is it 2 ways or 3 ways? That's my question.
2, sir.
See, A1, A2, A3. There are 3 boys. You make them to sit in 3 different chairs. Now, between A1 and A2, you have to place B1, B2, B3. Any one of them can be placed. Similarly, between, suppose you put B1, then
It's three, sir. 3.
you understood what I'm asking.
Yes, sir. So it's 6.
See, don't look at formula first. The problem in mathematics is I am not creating a problem to apply a formula. The formula will come later. The formula is derived. So I am taking you in through the path how the formula is derived. I am a researcher. I am not a teacher. You are not learning mathematics from a graduate, postgraduate. You are learning from a researcher who understands how things can be derived. So there has to be a lot of difference between the way you are doing problems in 10th class and 12th class. That is the whole purpose of a university setup. I don't know how other lecturers do, but that is how I do. So for me, solving a problem, what is given, and getting an answer is not important. Whether you do it right or wrong, I don't care. For me, answer is not important. Now, in the class, in the examination, answer is important. In the class, whether you are giving a right answer or wrong answer, whether somebody says 1, 3, 4, 6, 12, I am looking at each one of you equally potentially good students. Except those students who don't speak, they are all dumb fellows. The rest of the people who are giving answers, even if you give a right answer or wrong answer, you are right because you are thinking. That is good enough. Now what is to be done? You must derive. Don't take a formula and apply, because I am not giving a problem where formula can be directly applied sometime. I am deriving it. I am making you to think different. That's how I enjoy my class. I am enjoying. So
now what's the answer for it?
yeah, that is what I want. That's what you have to invent. I am not going to.
It's 1.
I am not going to give one problem and then tell you this is how it is to be solved. I liked that. No, yeah, I am saying 1. But tell me.
Because it is 1, because the condition is there that 2 boys and 2 girls cannot be, they cannot be they can't sit together.
Okay, now Pranavi, what you do is you take 3 girls, maybe Pranavi, Alka, Tejasvi, some 3 girls, and say put 3 boys, put them together, sit them in such a fashion where no 2 girls will. My condition was only that no 2 girls should be there. That's why I wanted to. Yeah, I want you to tell if it is red ball and red girl, it is different. I mean, red ball, blue ball, putting them together, it is different problem because there is no identity. When I say 3 girls and 3 boys, definitely they have an identity. So answers are same or different. That's what I want from you.
Different, sir.
I am not giving a problem to you. I am giving problem to think.
It's different.
There has to be some difference, right? So that is why, Pranavi, what you do is you draw a circle, write A1, A2, A3. You put 3 different names. And then there are 3 boys, B1, B2, B3. How many ways they can be placed in between A1 and A2? Assume that you place one of them, B1. Then B2, B3 can be placed in 2 other places. They can be altered. Then you put B2. Then what you can do is A1 and A2 can be altered. That is what we learned by n minus 1 factorial.
Okay, sir.
That logic you understand very carefully looking at it as a practical problem. We are not talking about a theory. We are talking about practical problems where it is to be used tomorrow. This subject is a beautiful subject where most of the problems are confusing. That is why this is asked for competitive exams. It is not like multiplying three different numbers or adding numbers. They are not, they are, anybody can solve. These were individual people who have got a good brain. But don't think that what is there in the internet, what is available will be, I have got questions. Don't think that I don't have questions. I've got hundreds of questions available. What is asked in TCS, what is asked in Infosys. Bunch of people have sent me, because I have got students who are working in all these places. All of them send me a lot of questions which are used for selecting people there. Not one, I have got TBs of data with me on these. Hundreds of questions, which if I take one of them and search on the internet, you will not get at all. Because each time what do is they create new questions. That is where I became upset sometime. When some simple question is given, you go and search and get an answer. Don't do that. Maybe you can do that for in the classroom, but how do you do it in an exam or when you go to an MNC company? So the idea in this class is not getting a question and getting an answer. That is why I am not showing PowerPoint at all, I'll tell you. Because you all are much brilliant. You can get into internet, look at question and answers. That is not my aim. I want you to look at the logic, understand it very carefully. Okay, let me ask you. So what is the answer here now? Okay, debate and understand and get yourself and then come back with the question. Answer. Now tell me, assume that I have to make a necklace. That's a normal problems are not sitting around the chair is one. The next one is necklace. Suppose I have two different colors of beads. Then identity is not there. To tell this problem only, I told you the earlier one first. Sitting people around the table with girl and boy separate. If that has got identity, when it comes to ball or pearl or maybe beads, it doesn't have identity. So these problems have to be seen separate. Are you with me or not?
Yes, sir.
You are able to understand the difference, right?
Yes, doctor.
Yeah. So when it comes to boys and girls, you must look at they are having identity. They are not like balls and pearls or maybe beads. Now tell me, there are 6 beads, 2 different colors, red and green. You want to make a mala out of it, a necklace out of it, or bangle out of it.
Can you repeat the question again?
One way, sir.
There are 6 different.
So there is only one way, sir.
There are 6 beads in 2 different colors.
Red and green.
Red and green, whatever color. Okay.
One way only, sir, because
Now,
they have no identity.
now there is a small change which I am making. 6 beads only. Instead of 2 colors, there are 3 colors. That means there are 2 red, 2 green, 2 blue. How many different ways you can create a necklace out of 6 beads, each one 2 different colors, red 2, green 2, blue 2.
120 ways.
See, understand, my dear children, I am just creating questions like this as it comes in my brain. I am drawing and I am writing it here, that's it. Because these are all simple problems.
6 ways, sir.
I-
3 factorial. 3
Sir,
factorial
40?
6 ways.
You tell, see, I don't want answer, I want the logic. And not for me, for others. And not for understanding, it is to debate yourself.
Sir, it's 3 factorial into 2 factorial. 12 ways.
See, what you do is you take a circle, draw a circle, put 2R first, and then put green and blue in between. See how many ways you can put them. Six beads only, 3 different colors, 2 each. 2 red, 2 blue, 2 green.
Sir, it's 40.
You should ask your friends. There are a lot of people giving different. No, you tell the answer, yeah, Vishweshwar. Somebody is telling a number, you don't tell the formulas. I said I am not worried about formula.
No, yeah, six ways. 6 ways, sorry. 6 ways. 6 ways.
Do all of you agree? Then this is like an election.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Did you get the logic or you just got the answer?
Like since there are only 3 colors and even though there are 6, they are considered as one unit. Like 2 balls
There's
as
no
one unit.
restriction there.
Okay, now let me put restriction.
Okay.
Now if you put in clockwise or anti-clockwise, okay, let me put only one condition first. In clockwise, it should come as RGB. In the same order, RGB. RGB. That's only it should come.
That's one way. Only one way.
One
we
way
have.
only, sir. One way, sir.
RGB is a circle. Say RGB.
RGB.
Clockwise direction.
Clockwise, only one way, sir.
You understood? Are you getting it? Are you getting the essence and are you really enjoying the way?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now
You
assume,
have mentioned anti.
yeah, either it is clockwise or anti-clockwise, same.
Two ways.
Only one way. That is also one way.
One way.
One way.
See, I love you all because of the way you are looking at the problem here. If you are looking at it and understanding, I am so happy. And I am sure you will start creating a lot of problems and then you can start thinking about it. It becomes so beautiful, no? It is entirely different from what you have learned in the linear combination. These are all the way the problems are made. Now let me ask, I want some of you to ask some questions to your friends. Create some questions and then ask. I don't want too big numbers where you use formulas, where you can understand logically. Then formula usage, too big numbers and all can be taken up at any point of time. Yeah, is there anybody? Okay, see, in this case, there also can be some problems where I want to create a necklace with the 6 beads. Okay, where I have got 10 beads in a box with various colors. Various colors. Different colors. That means each one of them are different color. Then, how many different ways I can create necklace? How many variety of necklace I can create? So that means I have got 23 beads or maybe 10 beads or 6 beads, 10 beads, let us say. I have got 10 beads of different colors. I have to create necklace out of 6 beads. I am only using 6 at a time. But each 6 are different. Each 6 beads are different. Now tell me, how many different type of ornaments or necklaces I can create?
6 pieces.
Tell me how.
It's 1 by 2 into 5 minus 1 factorial.
Why this 1 by 2? Where it came from?
Actually use a formula, sir.
What is that? I wanted to know that. How did you get this 1 by 2?
There's a formula basically. If you are using different color beads or something, you can use this formula 1 by 2 into
See Tejaswi, I
I
told you
understood.
I am not here to take a formula and use it. I am here to explain you the logic. So when you give answer, you don't tell me there is a formula, this is how I used it. But I want to know why did you use that formula? That is what is logic. So tell me where is this 1 by 2 coming from?
Sir, what's the formula? 1 by 2 into?
I don't know. I don't know where Tejaswini got a formula, so she should explain that.
Yeah, sir, what's the formula?
Sir,
Huh?
1 by 2
See, my question was very simple, and I am asking the logic how it is to be solved. Okay, I have got 10 beats. Understood? Tejaswini, are you with me?
yes, sir.
I have got 10 beats, and each one of them are different. I have to select 6 out of them. How many ways I can select 6?
10C6.
That is it. What is 10C6?
10 factorial by 6 factorial into 6.
How much is that? I am asking.
Let me solve it, sir.
See, I don't have the solved problem here, and I,
Sir.
eh?
210.
Check. Are you able to
I got
understand?
840, sir.
Eh? Now,
I got 840.
now what you got is 10C6. Let us not look at the number now. So, I have got 10 different colors. I have to select 6 from that. So, I have got a 10C6 combination possible. Correct? Correct, Amma?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, I have to arrange them either in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction so that it looks different, no two beats are same, it's all different. So how many ways I can arrange them? That is circular combination. So this problem is a combination of selecting something out of that, and then what is selected from that, creating a bead. That creating the bead with either clockwise or anti-clockwise means immediately my suppose there are 6 beads. How do I do that? How many ways I can arrange them? 5 factorial ways. Correct or not? N minus 1 factorial. That already we learned now. So the 6 beads can be arranged 5 factorial ways. But then I am putting either clockwise or anti-clockwise. There are 2 ways. It looks almost the same way only. Therefore divided by 2. That's why the 1 by 2 comes from there. You are correct. Either clockwise or anti-clockwise, when I put it, it looks same. So by 2 will come. There is no difference between clockwise or anti-clockwise. See, you have a chain, you put it in the reverse direction. It becomes clockwise, it will become anti-clockwise. Correct? Either you look from this side or the other side, you put a chain. And then look from this side or other side, it looks clockwise or anti-clockwise. It is one and the same. So there are no 2 ways, only 1 way. So 5 factorial divided by 2. So you will get 10C6. Answer will be 10C6 multiplied by 5 factorial divided by 2. Are you getting this? You are there?
Yes, sir.
You got this? So it's a combination. Question is a combination. The first thing would have been there are 6 different beads. How to arrange it? It's very simple. But then when I say that either clockwise or anti-clockwise, then divided by 2 will come. Now I am giving you 10 beads to select 6 out of them. The 10C6 will come. This is how you should look at the problem. So you can use formula, but what is required for all of you is how the formula came, why is it coming. That you must invent yourself so that you become very clear in this part. It's time up today. You can post your attendance and then go. I'm so glad that you are able to look at it. At least a few of you are able to look at it as a problem, and then you are creating solutions by yourself in your brain. That is what is essential.